Guys, it's finally, well, it's mostly time. I don't think we can get it all done today, but finally going to get a start on sending in the shipments. It's been 3 months in the making. Got a lot of stuff to send in, and a lot of stuff to prep. Not a lot of space or time. Chris has a meeting in less than 3 hours, so I'm gonna have about 2 hours to do this first part of the shipment, see how much of it I can get done. Everything is all set in InventoryLabs. I just got to request the shipments. So I think we'll just start with taking tags off and maybe polybagging if we have time, but we'll have to do it in short batches, not all of it at once. Haven't touched this bin in a while. Alright, if you've never done a shipment with me before, we're sending all this stuff into Amazon FBA, Fulfillment by Amazon, because they're going to fulfill all of it, and we bought it like 3 months ago, mostly at Academies, a little bit of Walmart's. That was a really flattering view, I'm sure. We're gonna use InventoryLab to send everything in, so we still have this whole second one to do. I'm hoping none of my stuff got too dirty. It's been in the van from Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, and now we're in Las Vegas, Nevada, so 5 states. Jeez, I haven't been reselling in 4 states, that means. So let's start the process, head on to InventoryLab and submit this batch.
I like a shipment.
For the money or the cleanness?
I like a shipment.
Refresh InventoryLab real quick. So this is what our shipment looks like right now. 77 total SKUs or different types of units, 178 items. Average sales rank is 112,000. Sales value of just under $4 grand. I bought it all for $1,189 and my total net profit should be $1,241. I did just adjust this to make sure that it was correct with the current prices. There is one thing that I'm interested in as I review this batch though. Oh, first I need to change my address. That's important. And Anthony, I reminded myself of that. Name of the batch is change address. So that's helpful. One thing I'm questioning on is when I was changing these prices earlier today, I noticed that there were 2 items that didn't let me go into. I'm wondering if they're even still on Amazon. So I'm gonna try to sync this. Hopefully I don't get too many shipment places. Hopefully 1. Or worst case 2, because I do manufacturer label as well as seller label. So anything that doesn't need a label, I won't. Everything that does need a label, I'll label because I don't want to pay Amazon like 50 cents for every single item to label it. But I do think that those 2 units will be problems for me. While we wait, I'm going to set my alarm for 1 hour and 32 minutes. That'll be the first little bit of the shipment that we get done, and then we'll finish it later today or tomorrow. Not a big deal. Trying to get better about not needing to... I knew I had some problems. Try to get better about not needing to do everything all at once and segmenting out my work. So this is what the error says. It says Amazon has indicated one of your products is no longer in the Amazon product catalog. This could be the ASIN of the item has changed, blah, 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 blah. The operation may be partially successful, and I know exactly what they are. They're from the same brand. So back here, just gonna find the 2, and that stinks because those are from Academy. I don't think I'll be able to return them, and I can't use them unless I pay use tax because I bought them tax exempt. And this is a good lesson if you have your tax exemption but you're not sure exactly how it works. When you buy something tax exempt, that just means that you intend to resell it. At least that's what us resellers use tax exemptions for. But if you end up keeping it for yourself or using it or not selling it, not trying to sell it, but like if you get it returned from Amazon as well and you don't like donate it, then you are gonna have to pay use tax on it because you used it. So that's gonna drop our buy cost down to $1,176 and our net profit down to just over $1,229. Hopefully now it'll accept us. That just makes it 2 less products that I have to worry about. And I'll probably just donate those 2 because I don't wanna have to worry about figuring out how to pay use tax on it. And now we wait because InventoryLab likes to take a minute to load. Oh, big yikes. A single unit. It's 1 pair of shorts. Why are those going somewhere else? They're literally 10-inch inseam shorts. I don't know why it thinks that they're big. Yep, it says small oversized. How? That is not oversized. I'm gonna keep that until I have to send some more oversized stuff in, so that is just going to be deleted. And now I should be able to just do the 3 getting sent it to Amazon. Should be the last time I have to sync it. 8 units going here to the Big Friendly Giants or something like that, and then a couple of them going somewhere in Las Vegas. One with no label and one with myself labeling them. And it's really nice because I'm only gonna have to label 32 total items. It's gonna make my life easy. Just gonna create all these shipments. Now we actually get to the work of doing the shipment. For now, I think I'm just gonna try to delabel as much as I can in the next hour and 25 minutes because that's what I got left. But first, I need to make this a delabeling station. All right. I think what I'm gonna do is just one at a time take these out and refill the bag after I've taken off the sticker because I'm not gonna replace anything right now. I'm not gonna polybag anything right now. Just gonna try to take things 1 step at a time instead of what I had been doing, which is needing to do everything all at once. This way we can still live in our van and I can do shipments over a period of days or a couple different sessions in one day and make our lives easier. I feel like I need to get a Carissa reaction cam, something I always just like put towards her. So anytime I'm shooting a video, you can see what she's thinking about what I'm saying.
If I'm even listening.
Pretty simple. If you don't know before, if you haven't seen any of my videos, this is what I need to get off because I don't want them seeing that $30 price point. 45 is fine because that's the retail price. There's nothing else on here that I have to worry about. So what I'm gonna do is heat it up with this heat gun. Then I'll take this, which is a Scotty peeler, and it just comes right off. This just acts as my fingernail. Getting started, I would always use my fingernails, and then they would like be like essentially bleeding. That would be the pain. They wouldn't actually bleed, but they'd have the pain as if they were bleeding for like days. So this makes my life a lot easier. Ideally with that, there's no residue, but if there is residue on it, you could just take this Goo Gone, spray it on there, and this one will be done. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back in that bag after I dump that bag out, and then this will be ready to be poly-bagged next, but we'll wait to do that until everything has its tags taken off. Well, that's great. Wish I would have saw that in the store. Hopefully I can get it out. Think I can get it out?
No.
We'll see. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend people to do that necessarily. That way you can't blame me. Here's another interesting thing that happens, but as you can see, this kind of came off. Not actually the end of the world, because even though I don't have to label a lot of them, I can still print a label and just throw that label over it, and no one will ever know the secrets. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna have to wait for later. I'm gonna be able to take everything off of this, and then all I have to do is replace this barcode, but I am gonna wait because the barcode is discoloring. I'm actually surprised it's only 4:30, so I still have another almost hour, 50 minutes-ish, and I should be able to get done with both of the bins. A lot of dirt on here. No! Don't rub off your frickin' things, so dumb. Gonna have to put another label on that. I forgot how not difficult doing a shipment was, and I don't know why I waited so long to do it. People are weird. Got everything done. Pretty sure this one is dead. So I got a bunch of stuff to give to Goodwill, unfortunately. All of the stuff delabeled, which is really, really nice. And it's nice to section things off into easier chunks, because I would be feeling bad that I didn't get the whole shipment done before Carissa's call, and I'm gonna go play around with disc golf. Now I can do that feeling good, knowing that I've gotten most of the stuff done. So it's only been about an hour and a half, 2 hours of work. Catch up with you maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow. We'll see, but the shipment will be done soon. Oh yeah. There's the shot. Go in. Oh! Okay, so it's definitely been one day since I was last shooting for this video, as you can tell by the growth of my facial hair. It's time to finish the shipment. Right now it's 10:30, and we have really only until like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, so 3.5 hours. So I'm gonna try to zoom through the rest of the shipment. All we really have to do now, I should probably unlock the door. All we really have to do is polybag, make sure that we delete the items that we're not gonna be able to send in, and then label the stuff that we need to and box it up. It should be simple. Again, just chilling in a random parking lot. I think back on InventoryLab, there's one shipment that's just one SKU, so I'm just gonna do that one first. Actually, I'm gonna polybag everything first. I don't know what I should do first. I think I'm gonna polybag first. Just get that last little bit of prep done. That way all I have to do is shipments. Wow, I only have $1,700 of buy costs at Amazon right now. Holy cow. I don't think that's ever been that low, except for like the first 2 weeks of me selling on Amazon. Alright, so all of our stuff is polybagged, which is a pretty nice feeling, except for 2 different items. And we did have one more problem. This one, unfortunately, I really need to get like those, whatever they put the tags on with, because the tag on this one fell off. So I'm gonna close in the back of my van and maybe get that. If you guys have any ideas about what to do with this, let me know. This will probably still be in my van when you're watching this video. But now we're gonna start getting to labeling, including the labels for these 2 because they are broken, and this one I still need to take some more stuff off. But honestly, shouldn't be too much longer to get this shipment done. It's 11:30 now, so it's only been about an hour. But this is the bad part of the shipment that you guys don't always see. The van just becomes such a mess. Sometimes I find these like behind drawers, like days later. It's been a while since I've taken these guys out. So one thing that I'm doing right now is I noticed Amazon is getting a little pickier about like, oh, dang it, this one flipped over. When shipments don't have the right things in them, I recently had to like acknowledge that one of my shipments was off. I don't think it was. I think Amazon got that wrong. That's gonna be really annoying. They get it wrong all the freaking time. Like, I know exactly what I send in because I'm checking it every single time, but Amazon consistently gets it wrong. So I'm hoping that they're relatively not super strict with this, but I did have to recently acknowledge that I sent in a different amount that was in my shipment. I think it was like 1 unit over or something stupid like that. I don't think it'll be a big issue, but I'm just making sure, especially since I have units that I'm not shipping in that are in this shipment, I'm making sure that I am clicking each unit as I pick it out, and I'm picking out the right one and looking at every single tag, especially when it comes to sizing, because those make a difference. Like, these are the same thing. Actually, they're not, but you have two the same thing, like these ones, and these are medium, and these are youth extra large. So it just depends. You gotta really make sure that that's the same, but luckily it's only 12:11, and I should have all my shipments done in the next like 30 minutes, so see that? All right, gonna go ahead and box this up. Finally, I did have these 4 units, as well as this one without the tag, and then the one that we talked about earlier that had the stain on it. But these 4 units, I accidentally misclassified as other things, but I also found more units than I thought I had, because I don't think I did a great job picking out in stores, which is probably why my cost was off in this video. These ones we'll have to save for the next shipment, which isn't that big of a deal. They're already prepped and ready to go. Everything I'm just gonna go ahead and assign to the box, and then I can grab my scale. Gosh. One thing as well to know with this shipment is it's perfumes, and since those are considered hazmat items, you can still send them in, but you can't use Amazon shipping for it. This shipment contains hazmat items. Weights and dimensions must be entered directly in Seller Central. And what I do is just go to pirateship.com and I'll ship it through them, and then I'll just put my tracking in so that Amazon knows that this is coming. It's a little bit more expensive normally, but not a crazy amount. Shipping is getting expensive. Luckily, selling one of those will cover all the shipping cost, but dang, it's gonna be $11 to ship this. That's more expensive than I would like. Let's talk through some numbers real fast. I did adjust the totals. If you haven't seen that video, watch it over here. I do think that it'll be a little bit different now though, because I did have to change some of the units and the amounts. Total sales value is around $3,600. I'm aiming for that to be like a week of sales, if not less than that. But for now, I just got to get something into Amazon, especially because I can free up all that space in the back of my van to reorganize. The buy cost was $1,139.10. That doesn't include these things, which should add another like $15, but this alone should be like 15 bucks a profit plus all of these. I'll have to recheck to see what all that is, but I'll do that in the next shipment. Total projected net profit is over 100% ROI, which is actually still really good since I had to adjust all those prices. Go watch that video. Like I said, it's $1,189.71. Average sales rank is 112,000, which is really good. That means this stuff should sell fast. 73 SKUs, 170 items, 8 cubic feet. Don't know what that is all about, but I guess that will tell me how much I'll have to pay in storage fees. Not super bad. As you're watching this, I'm probably at UPS. Go watch the video where I bought all this stuff or where I talked about changing all the prices, because it was pretty interesting to look at that and see how much I actually missed out on because I didn't send this in for a while. And I'll see you guys in the next one.